All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, you already know what time it is. Right here, right now, this man needs no introduction. We got Grammy award winning artist. We got C Knowledge, also known as Doodlebug of Digable Planets. How are you doing this evening?
What's good, brother? I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. First and foremost, man, I gotta say, I grew up on your music, so just thank you for years of amazing hip hop, man. You brought some amazing music to the culture, man, and you paved the way for many, many legendary individuals. So thank you for that.
Man, thanks for listening, man.
But I gotta ask you, man, because I know you're a busy guy, so I'm gonna jump right into this, man. But I gotta ask you, like, taking you back to the beginning of your musical career, like, what actually inspired you to get into the music industry?
Man, I grew up in the beginning of the burgeoning days of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I was there. I was too young to go to the clubs, but I was, they would have DJ sound systems set up in neighborhoods for like block parties on the summertime, and there was just one big time sound system in my neighborhood called the Grand Max of the Funk. DJ Cosmic Cab and MC Perry P and them cats in the early '80s was everything to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they would do block parties in my neighborhood, me and my friends would jump on our skateboards and go follow them to wherever neighborhood it was, and we just stand in front and just gawk at them and stare and try to figure out what break the DJ was using, and follow the MCs and see how they did things, and then we go back home and try to recreate it and mimic it, you know what I'm saying? And that was the beginning days. That's what inspired me right there. Was that and first time hearing Sugar Hill Gang's Rap is the Light and Run DMC, things like that, man. That sparked an interest in me that just never ever left. You know what I'm saying? The passion and love for hip hop has been here since then. I've been in this game for a long, long time, man.
And when you mentioned Sugar Hill Gang a few moments ago, man, it's crazy. Those guys are still going today as well, man. Like, and they're from the very beginning.
No doubt.
And as we already know, man, you were a member of Digable Planets. I was wondering, how did you get connected with Butterfly and Ladybug?
During those days in the early 80s, late 80s, um, I was in a college, you know what I'm saying? I went to Howard University, and so I was on a college party, you know what I'm saying? We would party up and down the Eastern Coast, you know what I'm saying? New York, Philly, D.C., and Ishmael, a.k.a. Butter, was also, you know what I'm saying, the college mass at the time, and I would always see him at different parties and stuff like that. And he and I connected on the college parties, you know what I'm saying? And while I was in D.C. going to Howard University, I met up with Ladybug. She was dancing in a rap group back in those days, you know what I'm saying? She was a dancer for this rap group in the D.C. area. And I met her hanging out with some friends of mine, you know what I'm saying, deep into the hip-hop scene in D.C. And me and her got real cool and close. And I met Ishmael, and then at some point, we all connected together in Philadelphia. And Ishmael had a concept he created called the Digable Planet, with the concept of the insect theory, you know what I'm saying? He needed people to help him bring that vision to life, and he asked me to be a part of it. And then consequently, I asked Ladybug, who was my friend at the time, to be a part of it, you know what I'm saying? And eventually, we got signed by a new label that was starting up called Pinch the Records, you know what I'm saying? And Dennis Willer, that he rest in peace, he had the vision to see something in us that other people didn't see, and he signed us, you know what I'm saying? And started off from there, man.
And I gotta say, you guys actually like went on to do amazing things, man. And one of my favorite records, man, just had an anniversary date not too long ago, man, which is actually a reflection of time and space. I was wondering, man, like, what was it like actually just creating that amazing record? And of course, because I know it went gold, so how did it feel being a gold selling group like so early on in your guys' career?
Yeah, man, that was amazing. I mean, the album was called A New Reputation of Time and Space, you know what I'm saying? And it was a rebirth of Slick, you know what I mean? And that was our hit single, Cool Like That, you know what I'm saying? And, man, it was an amazing time. I mean, especially considering the fact that the label, when they signed us, looked at us as a group they were most likely marketed to like the college crowds and stuff like that. They had no idea that it was going to have that time. We didn't either, you know what I'm saying? We didn't know. I mean, of course you think what you're doing is great, you know what I'm saying? But you never know how the rest of the world's going to react to it, you know what I'm saying? So I had no idea, you know what I'm saying? So when we got a call. Rosie Perez was the talent coordinator for for Wayans Brothers show called In Living Color at the time. The dance choreographer, and she was also the talent coordinator. And she heard our song being played one time, and she loved it. And she came to New York and had a meeting with us and asked us to be on this show called In Living Color. And that right there is what I think that appearance on that TV show really sparked the momentum of the song. You know what I'm saying? It started bubbling and bubbling. Actually, you know, we were being nominated for Grammy and winning Soul Train Music Awards and American Music Awards and stuff. It was crazy.
And I gotta say, I remember back in the day I had that record as a young boy, man. And one of my favorite songs I was always drawn to off the record was Jimmy Diggin' Cats, man. That was actually my favorite joint off the record.
Yeah, that's a dope song.
And also, as well, you guys actually performed on one of my favorite personal talk shows, man, that unfortunately is not on the air anymore, but the David Letterman show. I was wondering, like, what was it like actually just being on Letterman?
Man, that was amazing. You know, of course, David Letterman was the standard for late night talk show. You know what I'm saying? Back in those days, you know what I'm saying? He was the creme de la creme. So to be invited onto that show, you know what I'm saying, and to play with Paul Schaefer and his band, you know what I'm saying? They killed it, you know what I'm saying? Paul Schaefer and them really put, you know what I'm saying? They put their heart into it. They recreated the song, played it live for us. You know, that was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It was a great moment in our career. You know what I'm saying?
And I have to ask you as well, because I don't really know how it works. Like, personally, I just watched the show, of course. So, like, when you were backstage, did you actually get to be able to, like, watch the show from where you were at? And if so, like, what was it like actually just being backstage of David Letterman?
That's surreal. I mean, come on, I'm just a kid from Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying? Now, next thing you know, I'm chilling backstage David Letterman, a show that I watched on a regular basis with my uncle, you know what I'm saying, late night, you know what I'm saying, or whenever the nights I could stay up that night, that late, you know what I'm saying, when I was a young kid, that was the show, you know what I'm saying, so to finally be there was incredible, and yes, backstage, you could see, they had monitors in the backstage, so you could see what was going on in the show and all that, so it was crazy, man.
Especially back in those days as well, you know, like hip-hop wasn't really featured on them late night shows. Like, you really had to have a lot of buzz going on to even be considered for a show like that.
Yeah, that's true.
And also as well, you actually, Digable Planets actually won a Grammy for Best Rap Performance in 1993. I was wondering, what was that experience like, just being up there and experiencing that and accepting the Grammy? Because like with Leatherman type thing, you know, like not a lot of individuals are really winning Grammys within hip hop.
Yeah, man, that's another one of those surreal moments in your life. You know what I'm saying? You start something that you always see all the time, watching on TV. You never really expect yourself to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? But when we were, it was just incredible. We had our parents there, our moms and stuff, or dads with us. You know what I'm saying? And we were sitting amongst, you know what I'm saying? We got Danny Glover sitting in front of us. You know what I'm saying? You got all these different luminaries. You know what I'm saying? Celebrities and musicians, rock stars, movie stars. You know what I'm saying? Sitting around you, and then you hear your name being called amongst some of the great luminaries, your peers at the time, which was Naughty by Nature, Snoop and Dre, Cypress Hill. I mean, these are all my rap heroes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I've never seen, like, when they said the names, I'm like, we have no chance to win this at all. You know what I'm saying? So when they called our name, I was like, it's just like time froze. Like, yo, like, nah, they must have made a mistake, man. I looked around and everybody was like clapping and looking at us, and I was like, damn, I guess we did win. And then even make it even better, the Salt and Pepper were the presentees that night, you know what I'm saying? So that was real good to have Salt and Pepper give us the award too. You know what I mean?
And I have to ask as well, because like I mentioned, it was Best Rap Performance. Like, what did you win it because of the David Letterman performance, or was it another performance in the same year?
No. That's just I don't. The category is called Best Rap Performance by a duo or group. I don't think they mean by a specific live performance. I think they mean like the performance of your song or something. To be honest with you, I really don't know what they mean by that. It definitely wasn't based on a certain specific performance that we did live in the concert. I don't think it was based on that. We were that year nominated for 2 Grammys for Best New Artist and for Best Rap Performance by a Duo or Group, and we won for the latter. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, well, at least you came home with one of them. You know what I mean? I gotta say, that's still a surreal. That's still a surreal moment.
Yeah, for real, that was crazy.
And
It changed the whole trajectory of our career.
And jumping ahead in the timeline a little bit to your solo career, I also noticed that you actually presented the mixtape titled "The Expendables." I was wondering if you can tell us a bit more about that, and of course, where can our listeners check that out if they haven't already done so?
Yeah, I did some research, huh? What's up? I messed with you on that. Yeah, The Expendables was one of the mixtapes I did years ago with my crew, the Cosmo Funk Orchestra. You know what I'm saying? And you can find that on my Bandcamp page. It's exclusively available there. CKNOWLEDG CEEKNOWLEDG presents.bandcamp.com. But yeah, The Expendables was based off, that movie. It was a famous movie. Sylvester Stallone and a bunch of other classic action heroes starred in this movie. You know what I'm saying? About these old school action hero guys that banded together to fight some cats. You know what I'm saying? And me and my crew felt like we was like that. You know what I'm saying? We were a bunch of old head rappers and old heads still doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? And we felt like, you know what I'm saying, in the rap game, our style of music and what we tried to do was kind of expendable. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was into getting money. You know what I'm saying? It was the lavish lifestyle, that puff. You know what I'm saying? That bad boy kind of lifestyle. So we felt like we wanted to do a mixtape based on who we was. You know what I'm saying? We felt like our style and our music was kind of like the Expendables. You know what I'm saying? We were the underdog, the underachiever type crew. You know what I'm saying? And so we put out this mixtape and we kind of made it kind of like underground, spy-ish. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of different interludes on there, special guest MCs and stuff like that. So yeah, if you do get a chance, go check that out. It's a pretty dope production. It's about 20 songs on there.
And I gotta ask as well, like, do you guys plan on doing like another Expendables mixtape, like kind of like a Expendables series, or is that just something you guys tried and kind of moved on from after that?
It was an experiment, and we definitely talked about it. I've moved. All of us have moved different parts of the country, so it's just a matter. And then the pandemic slowed everything down, but it's just a matter of us getting together and getting the right tracks together. You know what I'm saying? And but that is definitely an idea we talked about. It's just having us done it yet. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a great idea to do an Expendables too. I have to call the crew up and see if they're down to do that now.
And also, another one of my favorite solo projects of yours actually came out June 15th of 2018, where yourself and the Cosmic Funk Orchestra actually dropped the record titled Alien Aid. I was wondering, what's the story behind Cosmic Funk, and of course, how did you guys actually get together?
Yeah, well, Cosmic Funk Orchestra was born after the Digable Planets broke up. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do in the music industry, the music business, whether or not I wanted to even continue in the music business. And I got a call. I left Brooklyn at the time and went back to Philadelphia, my hometown, and trying to figure out what I was going to do. I didn't know what I was going to do. And finally, I got a call from a friend of mine who had owned a studio in Boston. He told me to come down and help him to develop some local artists that he was working with in the studio. And so I went down there and worked with the artists, you know what I'm saying, helped do some artist development and producing and stuff like that, met some people. And then while I was doing that for about a year or two, I started reinvigorating my love, my inspiration to create my own music again, you know what I'm saying? And so around that time is when I started, when those sessions would be over, I would stay in the studio all night and started dabbling in my own stuff, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I started creating the idea of the Cosmic Funk Orchestra, which to me was when I was making my music, I always wanted to have a band, but it was hard to keep a band together. So I decided when I got my samples and put the music together, that the music that I created was my band. It was my little orchestra, you know what I'm saying? And I called it the Cosmic Funk, you know what I mean? So, but then eventually actually, I was able to actually put together a real band of live musicians, drummer, bass player, synthesizer, horns, and all that. And we toured in like around 2000, 2001, and toured all around the country. That's when we started doing our mixtapes, Digables, and we put out our first full album, which was called Return of the Cosmic Funk. And then our last album together was the one we just talked about earlier. And that one was, it was a lot of fun, you know what I'm saying? I had a chance to work with my cats again, you know what I'm saying, CFO, and we put out a couple of nice joints, you know what I'm saying? One of the main joints off of there was a song called Spaceman, which was co-produced by my main architect, who also produced a song on my new album with me called The Cosmic Funk Intelligence. But yeah, we did the Alienated in 2017, 2018. We put that out, toured a little bit, and promoted it. And I'm looking forward to hopefully putting together another album with the Cosmic Funk Orchestra. But in the meantime, I'm doing my solo stuff, you know what I'm saying, by myself. And this new album I got called The Philadelphia.
And the one thing I have to ask, because as you already know, we're a Canadian hip hop station, and I know it's going back a little bit in the timeline there, but so you guys, Digable Planets, actually performed alongside the hip hop group The Far Side at the North by Northeast Music Festival in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, in June 2011. Man, I have to ask you, what was your experience like in Canada, and what was it like actually performing at North by Northeast Music Festival?
Man, that was real fun. I remember that. I had my man DJ Soulbuck was in the turntables for us that day. It was a great crowd out there in that little, I forgot what that square, it was like a little outdoor square, like a mall, a bunch of stores surrounded us. It was mad cool. There was a lot of people out there. Far Side was killing it, you know what I'm saying? The crowd was into it. It was a great experience. I mean, I always loved Canada. The only part about Canada I don't like is crossing that border. That border is a piece.
I agree. The border is terrible. Like, I mean, it's like they might as well just turn you inside and out just to come across, man. It's pathetic.
Oh, man. For a minute, it soured me from wanting to come to Canada. You know what I'm saying? It used to, every single time I would go to Canada, they would always just stop me. I almost missed the show one time in Winnipeg. I was going with some friends of mine, because they held me there and kept asking me questions about what I was doing there, why I was doing it. And finally, the promoter had to come to the airport and show them the flyer and blah, 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 and get me out. And I just barely made the show. That was crazy, man. But, yeah, I got a lot of, I got a lot of also good times. And I got a lot of good friends and family in Toronto, Vancouver, Winnipeg, my man, Abstract Art Form. I did an album, a full EP with him, you know what I'm saying? A couple of years ago, we did an EP called Living Proof. So that was pretty dope. So I got a lot of good roots in Canada, man. I always have good shows out there.
And especially like in Toronto in June, man. Like June is a great year to do something like that because it's not too hot and it's not too cold. You're right in the middle of right before the summer scorch starts, man. So it must have been like just a really, really nice, beautiful day in June to actually do that concert.
Yeah, man, it was. It was a real nice day. Love it out there. Beautiful women, open-minded people. You know what I'm saying? The party people know how to get down. You know what I'm saying? It's always a good time out there. I love it out there.
And also, as you mentioned a few moments ago as well, in 2021, so this year, you have dropped a brand new, fresh record by the name of Philadelphian, man. I was wondering, can you tell us a bit more about that record? And, of course, where can we snag or sell some copies today?
Yeah, it's the new album I just put out during the pandemic, you know what I'm saying? It's my little pandemic production, and it's just basically introducing the new era of music for me. I moved out to, I'm originally born and raised in Philadelphia, lived in Brooklyn for a minute, D.C., and then I moved out to California a couple of years ago, you know what I'm saying, with my family, and I just like, now this is my new hybrid, man. Like this new sound I created, the new feeling I got now out here in California, mixed with that Philadelphia sound that I was raised in, it turned into and evolved into a new sound that I call the Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? And this is his 12 original new track, live instrument, beat machine. You know what I'm saying? I got mainly just me. It's mainly just with me. One song called like Father Like Son, and another track called Family Business. And then I got the West Coast Wave Priestess, Miss Lizzie Jeff, blessing a song with me called Progress, along with also the R&B princess from LA, Asta Mali. She's on that song too, singing on there. And then I got the poet extraordinaire from out of Philadelphia, Miss Ursula Rucker. She's on a song called Love is Love. And my main man, Most Beats, my young boy from out of Fresno, the 19-year-old cat, Filipino cat, dope, you know what I'm saying? It's incredible beats. He did about 3 or 4 songs in the album, and he produced Love is Love. Yeah, but the album is available on my Bandcamp page, like I said before, cKOR-DB.bandcamp.com. The first single I released is called Deep Knowledge, and that's available on Apple, Tidal, Google Play, Spotify, and all that. But the streaming services be raping cats, you know what I'm saying? So they only pay you like less than a penny per stream. So you know what I'm saying? If you like the single, you hear it on Google or Apple, and you want to hear more, you got to go to my Bandcamp page, you know what I'm saying? And support the cause. KnowledgePresents.bandcamp.com. You got merchandise. You got CD, you got bundle packages. You can get a CD, you can get an autograph poster, Philadelphia poster that I sign personally for every person that buys it. I personally sign it for them, customize them to who they are, and just a sticker pack. You know what I'm saying? You can just get the CD if you want that. You can get the digital streaming from, if you want to download the Bandcamp app. You know what I'm saying? You can download the MP3 or whatever file you like. You know what I'm saying? FLAC or Wave or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, support all independent artists. You know what I'm saying? Bandcamp is one of the waves out there, and that's where my music is available. So if you're interested, KnowledgePresents.bandcamp.com.
And I gotta say as well that this new album is absolutely phenomenal. I'm not just saying that because you're on my station, you know. Like, I actually genuinely love this album. And right after this interview, I'm actually going to be playing Do the Knowledge. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this song, make sure you head on over to his Bandcamp, buy a CD, buy an autograph poster, man. Then you can actually have the man's autograph on your wall. You know what I mean? If you support the real, make sure you support his Bandcamp and, you know, purchase up some stuff.
Right, and if you like vinyl, I got vinyl coming in. I'm waiting for my vinyl to come in. As soon as the vinyl comes in, I'm going to be having some vinyl packages. I'm signing a vinyl. Everybody who buys the vinyl, I'll sign an autograph, sign it, put it in, you know what I'm saying, and some other little goodies I'm going to put in the package. So hopefully in the next month, I'm going to have some vinyl for everybody off the album. It's going to be purple, limited edition purple vinyl.
And I gotta ask you as well, what is next for you there, C? Like, is there anything I missed during this interview? Anything else you still want to talk about or promote? Well, we still have you here live on the Canadian airwaves.
Yeah, just my music, man. Just doing the music. Hopefully, once we get through this pandemic thing, you know what I'm saying, we'll be able to get back to some live shows and actually getting with our fans. You know what I'm saying? I want to get back to doing the Digable Planet tours. You know what I'm saying? We was like in the middle of touring when the pandemic hit, you know what I'm saying? Most of our shows last year had to get postponed to this year. Hopefully, some of the shows are pushed back to like the end of this year coming up. So we'll see, depending on what the situation is with this COVID thing. You know what I'm saying? We might be able to get back on the road a bit this year, but if not, we're going to probably switch over to doing some live streaming. Also, during the pandemic, it gave me a chance to get back into one of my other loves, which is writing and supporting comic books. You know what I'm saying? I was always a comic book head growing up. You know what I'm saying? I love Marvel comics, DC comic books, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Anime, stuff like that. And I wrote a comic book called The Epic of the Heaven and Earth Association. And right now, I'm putting together a web series to promote the comic book. Putting together a couple of episodes together so we can start putting physical copies out, and we're going to do a podcast, a couple of things like that to promote the comic book, you know what I'm saying, and doing some soundtracks, also mixtapes that we're going to be doing based on the comic book, you know what I mean, so there's a lot of little things like that I'm working on, you know what I mean, and also my son, our oldest son who's in the album Crown, he has a new video company, and I'm going to have the new video we're going to do off in Philadelphia is going to be the song that he and I did called Like Father Like Son, and I'm gonna get his video company to shoot the video for it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on that next couple.
And I gotta say, it sounds like 2021 is gonna be the year of Doodlebug.
Well, see, it's gonna be the year. It's gonna be a good year. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the year Doodlebug, but it's gonna be a good year for everybody. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Get back to socializing again. Hopefully, at some point. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of good music coming out this year. I just hope to be a part of that landscape. You know what I mean?
I most definitely agree, and hopefully we can get back to concerts as well, man. Because I would love to see Digable Planets down here for like a summer festival in like Ottawa or something like that. I mean, I think you guys would tear the roof off of Blues Fest.
Oh man, that would be crazy. I want to do that too, man. Let's make that happen, man. We can hopefully get through this, man. We can make that happen.
Hey, if we get through COVID-19, there, see, I think we can get through anything as human life forms.
Man. This is like making our metal tougher and tougher, man. You know what I mean? Because if we can get through this, man, this is crazy right here. All the stuff that's been going on, the racial tensions, man. You know what I'm saying? The political strife, COVID-19. Like this has just been crazy, man.
Most definitely, I guess we're a product of history, as they say. So hundreds of years from now, they're gonna be talking about this generation.
No doubt, no doubt. And what we did, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we'll come out on the other side of this better, you know what I'm saying?
But also, see, this is the time in the interview quickly that I give a chance for the individual that slides into the radio station. Just a chance to give shoutouts to whomever they want to give shoutouts to. But of course, your social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you and stay updated everything Doodlebug if they're not already doing so.
Oh, I want to shout out my entire Canada crew, you know what I'm saying, out there doing their thing. My man Abstract Art Form, my man Q-Carbon, my man Thrust, you know what I'm saying? All the legends out there doing their thing. The Dream Warriors, you know what I'm saying? Nishi, my former label mate at Pendulum Records, Nishi, you know what I'm saying? And anybody out there that want to connect with me, get with me on Instagram, hit me up at official Doodlebug. Or you can hit us up on the Digable Planets Instagram page at official Digable Planets. Or you can hit me up on Twitter at C-Knowledge or my band page at official CFO. Digable Planets is also on Twitter too at Digable Planets. I'm on Facebook at C-Knowledge on Facebook, and Digable Planets is also on Facebook. You can find me on my Bandcamp page, my Spotify, Apple, Google, Tidal, all those. You know what I'm saying? Find me, follow me. Like me, I hope you listen to the music, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know what I'm saying? And hit me up, man. I actually get on there and talk to you, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I don't have no assistant or something like that. It's all me, you know what I'm saying? So let's connect and network and try to make this a better world for us all, you know what I mean? Through the medium of music. That's why I love music.
And I just gotta say quickly, thank you so much for years of amazing music, man. Like I said, I grew up to Digable Planets, you know what I mean? So thank you for just years of amazing music, because I can tell you for a fact that your music has most definitely inspired millions of people around the world, and I can tell you I'm one of those individuals, so thank you, and I'm looking forward to many more years of amazing music as well.
I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Enough respect to the whole Digable Planets crew. Outlaw Radio, thanks for having me, you know what I'm saying? And if you're interested in the new album, Caladelphians, CKNowledgepresents.bandcamp.com, or we got plenty of mixtapes, The Expendables, you know what I'm saying, and some other joints on there too. My son's mixtape, Nothing Lasts Forever, is also available on there, you know what I'm saying? I got videos, all that, you know what I'm saying? Also, if you're on YouTube, hit me up on Doodlebug TV on YouTube, you know what I mean?
Most definitely there, C. I gotta say thank you so much again, and most definitely have yourself an amazing night, but most of all, stay safe out there as well.
I appreciate you, but yo, thanks for having me, man. One love, man. Hopefully we'll talk again soon.
Most definitely. You're welcome back anytime, man. You just give me the word and we can make it happen.
All right. One love, brother.
Thank you so much. Have yourself a great night.